Hi guys, it's Andy here. I just wanted to do a little like get ready with me chat, explain where I've been, why I haven't been posting, all that good stuff. This is what we are doing on this side. I'm in the middle of making a TikTok, that's why this eye is halfway done. But I'm using the Jeffree Star Blood Money palette. This is what it looks like. I'm doing a collection selection makeup challenge over on my TikTok, just where I randomly pick palettes. Hang on, I'll show you the sticks. I'm just using the Morphe eye primer to prime my lids, and while I let that sit and get tacky for a second, so I have little popsicle sticks. They have all my palette names, and I'm just, every day that I do my makeup, which is usually 3 to 4 times a week, we're just picking a palette at random. And then also these are shade numbers up to, I believe, 42, which is the most shades in one palette that I have. So we're just picking shades at random as well, so to hopefully give me a diverse look. So for today, the sticks picked out this shade 1, shade 4, 7, 8, 9, this shade here, this matte, then they picked out this greeny, grungy green gold, and then the black with glitter. And so I have all of those on this eye except for that white shade, because I'm not going to do my inner corner till I'm finished with the rest of my face, but the rest of it's on there. So I'm just going to take the shade, that matte green is called Jaded, and I'm just going to work that in my crease. So it's been a minute. It's been probably a month since I've posted, and I do apologize. That was not... didn't mean to take that big of a break. So where have I been? We moved. If you can't tell, that, you know, my background is different. We moved in with my dad and his girlfriend to help them out. It helps us out. Mutual, great. It's been okay. Depends on the day. But it's cheaper, so it works. I'm going to take the shade Tax Free, which was that grungy, like, dark olivey green gold. I know it's a shimmer, but I'm just going to put that on my outer corner here to create that wing shape that I like. So we moved here about a month ago. And then my grandma got sick, and she lives in southern Indiana, about 6 hours away. So we had to go. I spent a week in Indiana, and then my grandma passed away. At home, we couldn't go back down there for that. So I was just dealing. She was the only grandparent I knew. We weren't close. Actually, going to see her, we hadn't spoken since I was in labor with my daughter 7 years ago. Because she said, you know, some things and that I didn't agree with, didn't appreciate, and here we are. So, but I went down there with my dad. It's my dad's mom, obviously. But it was still really upsetting, because she's the only grandparent I've ever known. My mother's parents died before I was born, and my dad's dad, they haven't spoken in 30 years, so I probably won't ever get to meet him. But if I didn't say I'm putting the shade Black Card Limit, that black, I'm just putting it on my outer corner. Normally, I didn't have to build it up that much on this side, but this eye always gives me problems. So, of course. So I went down to Indiana for a week, and then I came back up, and I was going to start filming this little collection selection. I'm taking the shade CEO, which was that bright gold, and I'm just going to put it on the outer half of my exposed lid, mesh it into this black here. But then she passed away, and I just needed a little bit of time to grieve, you know, deal with that. I've had some doctor's appointments. Last week was a very busy week in terms of just my health, all that good stuff. On a fluffy brush, I'm going to go back into Black Card Limit just to mesh these two shades together a little bit better. So I'm back though. Everything's fine. We're good. My Birchbox is it says it's going to be delivered today. So I should have that up for you guys. I will either post it today or I will film and post it tomorrow. Kind of just depends on how the rest of today goes. This is the shade Poison Ivy that I'm going into for my inner half of my lid, and I'm just going to go back into CEO to kind of blend those shades together. Okay, and then back on that fluffy brush, I'm just going to go back into Jaded, that green matte, and just very lightly just reinforce that green that we had. Smoke it out a little bit. I'm going to do that on both eyes, actually. I like more blown out looks. It's been a while since I've been on here, so I just thought I would chat, say hi, show you my products that I'm working with. Alright, so we're done with the eyeshadow for the moment. Now I'm going to use, this is my first time using this. This is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. I've used the Milk Hydro Grip once, and I know this is supposed to be like a dupe for that. It would help. There we go. So it's green, just like the Hydro Grip. Ooh, it is sticky. Oh. It smells like paint thinner and mint. So that's pleasant. Ugh. I'm not a mint fan, so the fact that this smells like Andy's mints is not great for me. And now it's all over my hands. Hey, babe. Could you grab me a makeup wipe, please? I don't know. Because, like, the Milk Hydro Grip, I will fix that. It's tacky, but it doesn't stay, like, sticky on my hands like this, in my opinion, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So 1 second here, let me get this off my hands. Alright, so now I'm going to take this was not the right concealer. You can tell that I haven't filmed in a while. I mean, I've been filming TikToks, so follow me on there. It'll be linked in the description box. If you want to know all the things that I'm wearing, like if you don't want to pause, this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer that I'm going to spot conceal with. This is the shade 110. If you check out my Instagram, I always link all of the products that I'm wearing. So if you're curious, you can go ahead and you can check that out. I would appreciate it. So I'm just using a Real Techniques sponge. I like them. I was using brushes for a hot second, but I just cleaned my brushes, so we are going to use my sponge. How have you guys been? Please let me know in the comments. Have you been good? Anything new? I'm very ready for spooky season. My birthday is in like 3 weeks. So I have very exciting things for October coming up, guys. So I'm gonna use so I've been using the NYX powder foundation because I haven't been wanting that much coverage, but today I'm actually gonna go ahead and go in with the Uoma by Sharon C. This is the Flawless IRL foundation. I have the shade Fair Lady T1. So I'm gonna see, since I'm using this new primer, how this foundation is gonna sit with it. What do you think about the holiday releases coming out already? I'm all for people who love Christmas. I'm definitely not one of them. I'm very much a bah humbug. Like, I don't dislike Christmas, but I don't know. I don't like Christmas music, and I feel like they start playing Christmas music so early every year. And if you like Christmas music, more power to ya. I wish I did because of how much they play it. But I just don't. I like a song. I think it's the Santa Baby song. That's cute, but I hear it once and then I'm good for the season. I don't need to hear it again. I like the lights. I like going and looking at Christmas lights every year. That's fun. I don't really decorate for Christmas personally, but I also have never really had a space that I could go all out and decorate myself anyway. But I don't know, this year especially, I'm okay that we're doing holidays early. It's just upsetting to me that, places are already getting rid of their Halloween decorations. My stores, they're already on sale because they're getting rid of them. And that just blows my mind, honestly. Because it's not even October 1st. It's not even the last... it's the last full week of September, but still... But I'm all for, if people want to be excited about Christmas already, have at it. But that's just not me. I wish. Before my mom passed away, I liked Christmas a little bit more. But it was my mom's favorite holiday. It was the only holiday that she ever decorated the whole house and stuff. So now that she's gone, I don't do as much because my family doesn't do as much. It's a whole thing. So what content would you guys like to see? Would you like me to post my little selection videos? It's just little tutorials of me, doing my eye looks with these different palettes. Today is day 10, this palette. So I've done 9 other looks. I have 53 total palettes because I just added a palette to my collection. Had to. So I'm going to go ahead and go in. I'm going to powder now with the Hard Candy Chilling Wonder Powder. This is the hydrating one. It's the Becca Hydro Silk dupe. I really like it. It's cooling on the face. I think it goes on very nicely. I'm about to have to take the sifter out because it just doesn't give me enough powder anymore when I shake it to try to get more out. When I wear a liquid foundation, I powder my whole... who am I kidding? When I was wearing that powder foundation, I was still powdering my whole face, so... But I didn't feel like I absolutely had to do that with the powder foundation, but with liquid foundation, yes. I am an oily mess, so we powder. And I have just come to terms that I have oily skin. I hit my first weight loss goal. I'm down 75 pounds in 5 months. I had to do it by the end of the year, so like I'm early with my goal, which is even better, of course. Now, just to lock that all in place, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers. This is the 3-in-1 face mist. I just use this to kind of, you know, as a finishing spray to mesh all those cream products together. I should have looked at my videos. I didn't know if you guys if I made a video with my septum piercing. I think I did. I think my last video I had it done, but it's healed. Next week it'll be fully, you know, fully healed to where I can change it. So I'm very excited to be placing some orders for some new rings, because I want like full rings, not with the little balls, but very excited for that. Do we do eyes? Yeah, we can do eyes first. I'm just gonna take a pencil brush, and what do I want to do? So I think I'm gonna take Black Card Limit. It's a black matte with some green glitters, and I'm gonna do my outer half. And then I'm just going to go into that Jaded shade, which was that matte green. I don't always love a dark lower lash line, but I feel like it really makes what we have on top pop. I like it. This is definitely not shades that I would have paired together personally, but that's why I like this challenge. Because I have palettes, first of all, I have a couple palettes that I've never used. So this is making me use those palettes. But then I have other palettes that, like, when I use them, I do a specific look, and I use specific colors, and that's it. And I don't ever... branch out. And, like, I love the looks that I create when I use them, but wouldn't kill me to, let's say there's, you know, like in this palette per se, I don't think I've used this brown, and if it got pulled that was the color I had to use, you know, then I would use it. And I really like what this is doing for my creativity. Like the number 9 look I did that was on Friday, that was an all shimmer palette, which was terrifying because why would you put all shimmers on your lids? The look came out really pretty. I will say that. I was very surprised at how the look came out, but you know, I would have normally never done that because why would I? You know, I have that as a companion palette, not as a standalone palette. But it came out really cool. And creativity, I've been in a slump lately just with everything else going on, so this has been really therapeutic. For my bronzer, I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics Belgian Waffle palette. I'm going to do my cheeks and my nose. I just dip in between most days. Yeah, I've used that entire shade. That was the brightener. And I've just hit pan on this bronzer shade, so I go in between Batter and Cinnamon. And some days if I'm feeling a little glowy, I'll add some of the shade Powdered Sugar, but today I'm just going to do matte. And this is BH Cosmetics brush. It's just a flat brush. I really like it. I feel like it gives me the precise line and definition that I want. Go up into my forehead. We're just going to blend that out. And then what I do after every step is take my powder brush that I did my setting powder with, and I just re-go over those powders, really blend them into the skin, make sure there's no harsh edges. And then I just use, this is a brightening brush from Alamar Cosmetics. I generally only go into the shade Batter for my nose, because the shade Cinnamon's just a little too warm for the center of my face, since I do have a cool tone. And I don't always bronze my nose, but there we go. And then I'm just going to break off a little bit of this brightener shade. It's called the shade Buttermilk. And then we're just going to put that on the tip of my nose, then up into my forehead and my chin. So again, I'm going to take my powder brush on my nose. Then I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics Belini palette for blush. So every day I mix, this is the shade Georgia Peach and Peach of Cake. This is the lightest, and this is the only one with shimmer. And then I generally just pick one of these four. So I think today I'm going to do also Life's a Peach. Another BH Cosmetics blush brush. I just do a little swiggle, swiggle, squiggle. If you guys have any questions, I could do another little get ready with me and answer them if you want to leave them down in the comments. Because I never know what else to talk about. Like, I already told you guys the little bit that I wanted to talk about for this video. So now it's just turned into you're watching me finish my makeup, which, yay. I'm going to do my inner corner for my eyes. I'm going to use that shade Divine Intervention just on my fingers. So it's a white with like green glitter. Wow. That turned out super pretty. Okay. And then I'm going to take the PUR On Point 4-in-1 Hemp Mascara. This is what the wand looks like. I've been really liking this mascara. It's one of those ones that the longer it's open, the better it gets because it's dried out a little bit. So this is with hemp, which I like. I definitely don't mind that. But I know not everybody's into using hemp products, you know, this might not be for you, and that is a-okay, but I do really, really like it. I wasn't too sure about it when I first got it, but again, now that it's dried out a little bit, I think it's a very good mascara. I think it gives me volume. It does give me a little bit of length. It's very black. See, as you can see, the difference, the definition that it gives my lashes. Go ahead and do the other eye. I'm not gonna do any liner today. I feel like this look is dark enough. My outer corner using that black. And I just don't think I need it. It's been nice not feeling like I have, because you never have to do any kind of makeup. So it's been nice not feeling like, you know, oh, you don't have to put on lashes today if you don't want to. Or liner, or a liquid foundation. You don't have to go out and do all of that if you don't want to. Which, of course, that was just my own brain telling me that if you're going to do your makeup, you have to do all that, like. Okay. Mascara is done. And then I'm going to use the Colourpop Super Shock highlighter in the shade Yora Catch. This is just like my go-to highlighter. Put some on my nose. I looked to see if I had another like green leaning highlighter to go with this look, but I don't. So, regular highlighter it is. And then I think I'm just gonna do like a lip balm. I don't even think I'm gonna put a liquid lipstick on today, but I do really like the look. This is how we turned out. My social medias will all be linked down below, as well as the products that I'm wearing. And I hope to see you guys in my next one. Thanks.